In this modern era, I am certain that you have come across the term luxury. Not once, not twice, absolutely not thrice, but countless times. In this episode, I am going to share with you some ways in which you can incorporate luxury into your daily life. Now, does luxury always have to be astronomical? Let's find out. Stay tuned until the very last end of the episode. Redefining luxury and how to incorporate luxury in your daily living. So the first section, I will just define what luxury is, as well as just give some random conclusions. So after intense research, this is how I summed up luxury. To me, luxury is something that gives great comfort, great joy, and fulfillment. In some scenarios, luxury is something that is somehow scarce, yet acquiring it creates easiness as well as a sense of pleasure. Luxury is also indulgence in beautiful things that we often consider as beautiful. Now, what may be luxurious to one may not be luxurious to another person, depending on our priorities as well as where we are currently in life. We all perceive and define luxury differently. For instance, a student at the university, being able to find a fully equipped library might actually consider that as luxury. On the other hand, a pupil in the nursery school, being able to just find, random colors or random crayons, as well as random paints, and maybe books full of drawing books which are empty and non-colored, that perhaps is what he or she might consider as luxury. Another example, a housewife having a fully stocked refrigerator might be what she considers luxury. On the other hand, a working wife being able to have full food items being delivered to her office or working place is what she might consider luxury. So it is safe to say luxury is subjective and not objective. And like I had already mentioned, depending on where you are in life, luxury often comes across differently. And in different scenarios, we tend to perceive it differently. Luxury doesn't necessarily have to be astronomical or even pricey. The section B of this episode, how to incorporate luxury in your daily living. Without further ado, the first way in which you can incorporate luxury into your daily lifestyle is by creating time for preparation of homemade meals which are rather highly nutritious. Yeah. Sometimes luxury is just a simple act as, going to the grocery stock and, purchasing nutritious meals for yourself and just coming back home and preparing highly nutritious meals by yourself. And of course, homemade meals, other than them being highly nutritious because, you had to select them by yourself, they are it's often, in terms of hygiene and cleanliness, it's often on the upper hand, and this is because you've made them by yourself, and you've already you've ensured that cleanliness and hygiene is on the upper hand. So that is absolutely, preparing homemade meals is an absolute fantastic way of incorporating luxury into your daily life. Secondly, enjoy your favorite cup of tea or coffee. Personally, when you come to my accommodation, you'll always find various selection of herbal teas, you know, from hibiscus, from green tea, from ginger and lemon tea, berries tea, you know, all manner of tea, herbal tea selection. You'll always find them in my house. And this is because I am a tea girl, and I just like, sometimes at the comfort of my own home, I just like creating time to just indulge in just enjoying, you know, my nice cup of herbal tea. And of course, tea has various health benefits, especially herbal teas. And for me, I prefer having my tea without milk. I prefer having my tea without milk. And of course, at the end of the day, it's a matter of personal choice and preference. So, enjoying your tea or coffee is an absolute brilliant and marvelous way of incorporating luxury into your daily living. Thirdly, reading your favorite books by your favorite writers. I don't know if it's just me, but there's quite something, you know, interesting about just reading books by your favorite writers. It takes you to, you know, these great places, and it just makes you, you know, sometimes you just find yourself just, you know, depending on the effect that the book has on you. Like, it creates different, it brings about different emotions, you know. And sometimes it even takes you to different destinations. And it's, reading a book for me, it's an act of luxury. Do you know there are so many blind people actually who wish they even had the privilege of even being able to just sit down and read a simple book? So to me, that's an absolute luxury that we cannot look down on. Furthermore, if you are staying indoors, put on comfortable home outfits which have a luxurious feel. Also, invest in high quality sleepwear as well as pajamas. Sometimes luxury is just, you know, the outfits that you wear. And sometimes people have this mentality that, I'm just staying at home, there's no need of me investing in, you know, high quality outfits and all that. So you need to invest in high quality outfits, especially outfits that you wear, lounges, you know, loungewear and all that. Outfits that you wear when you're just staying at home, as well as outfits that you're wearing when you are going to sleep. You want to ensure that these outfits are made from good fabric and they have a luxurious feel. This has a way of making you feel good about yourself, and it's just a form of luxury. It's a simple thing, but it's an absolute form of creating luxury into your daily life. You see? Luxury doesn't always have to be astronomical. You know, it's always the simple things that sometimes we often undermine. To continue, practice plating various food at the comfort of your home. Plate your own food prior to consumption. You know, when I'm making my own meal at home, I always want to ensure, you know, I take my time when I'm cooking, you know, and I wouldn't want to say that I'm a culinary expert or something like that, but I consider myself a great cook. So other than investing time and taking time to, to cook nice meal and all that for myself, I always want to ensure, even prior to serving myself that meal that I have prepared, I want to plate it nicely and make it look, so other than it being palatable, I wanted to make it look, to decorate it and plate it and make it look so pleasant to the eye. And this is a form of luxury. So instead of rushing to serve meals and just, eating meal that you haven't even taken your time to plate it and all that, you might want to consider plating the meal that you cook at home, as it is a simple act, but it is a form of luxury. Enjoy sunlight absorption at the comfort of your home. You can simply go to your balcony, especially the morning sunlight, the 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. sunlight, as well as the sunlight from 3:30 p.m. to around 4:30 p.m. It's a form of luxury. Do you know, a lack of sunlight absorption can actually lead to certain illnesses. So having access to sunlight and even being able to just enjoy sunlight absorption is a form of luxury. And of course, basking in the sun has health benefits. One of them being it aids in strengthening your bones. Other than that, it also aids in boosting your immunity, and it also aids in boosting your mood and elevating your mood. So basking in the sun and just enjoying sunlight absorption is absolutely a form of luxury, because first of all, there are countries whereby, especially the European countries and some countries in the USA, whereby people really long, summer is like a luxury. People experience summer rarely, throughout the year. Let me give an example. The UK, for instance, they experience summer only once in a month, or even sometimes during 3 weeks. Once in a year, and that is once in a month, and sometimes even 3 weeks throughout the year. So you can imagine, you, for example, who's living in Africa, in a country like Kenya, and you have access to sunlight almost 3/4 time of the year. It's actually a form of luxury. So take advantage of it and just go and bask in the sun and enjoy the sunlight absorption, especially the healthy sun rays, the morning one as well as the evening one. And of course, like I had already stated, other than it being a form of luxury, it also comes with its loaded health benefits. Invest in and purchase premium hand towels, serviettes, and tissues. Whenever I go shopping for, overall household shopping, I always try to purchase in premium, high quality hand towels, serviettes, as well as tissues. When you use them, it just feels good, because I always believe cheap is expensive. So when you end up investing on the poor quality items, for example, let me give an example, poor quality tissues, and then you use them, and you end up contracting infections and all that. Cheap is expensive. You end up spending a lot of money in the hospital just to treat the bacterial, fungal, or even the parasital infection that you have contracted. So you would want to invest in high quality hand towels, serviettes, as well as tissues. I am the kind of person, whenever I go shopping, I always want to invest in the premium quality tissues, hand towels, and serviettes. And this is a form of luxury. Add pleasant aroma into your house. There are various ways of going about this. Of course, we have air fresheners, we have air diffusers, and another way you can do this is by mixing various spices as well as mixing various herbs, like for example, mint, rosemary, and lemon, and even some fruits, incorporating fruits as well as some spices. And then you boil them, and then they will just create a nice, pleasant aroma into your accommodation. And that is an excellent way of adding luxury into your accommodation and into your daily life. Now, before going further, I would like to add a certain quote by the one and only Coco Chanel. Luxury must be comfortable, otherwise it is not luxury. So far, I hope you're learning something. So the prime purpose of luxury is great comfort. Otherwise, if it's not comfortable, that's not luxury. On to the next point. Stretch and massage oneself. And stretching, you don't have to use money to stretch. You don't you just have, you can just walk and do some simple stretch. You don't need money in order to stretch and even massage yourself. To massage yourself, you can buy a very simple massage oil, like coconut oil, olive oil, and you just massage yourself. You will feel good, and this is a simple act, and it is a form of luxury. Furthermore, frequently purchase fresh flowers for oneself. You don't have to wait for that boyfriend of yours to purchase to purchase for you flowers and all that. You want to create a habit of purchasing fresh flowers for oneself, and just the process of putting the flowers into the vase and trimming them, and just adding the tiny bleach agent as well as sugar and just water, and ensuring your flowers arranging them and ensuring that they look good. This is a simple act, but it is an absolute fantastic way of adding luxury into your daily life. Another form of adding luxury into your daily living is social media detox. You don't want to be the kind of person that spends her entire day on social media. You want to create at least, days or even a day, and even, just some hours whereby you just detox from social media. Because a lack of doing that can even be detrimental to your mental health. So it's very vital to create hours, days, as well as a day whereby you just detox from social media. This is actually very helpful when it comes to your mental health, other than it just being a form of luxury. In conclusion, use high quality, fancy cutleries as well as crockeries. So, whenever you go to purchase your cutleries as well as crockeries, you want to ensure that you purchase the fancy ones or the premium quality ones. And you don't have to wait to host your guests or to host people for you to bring out those superior quality cutleries as well as crockeries. So, incorporating fancy kitchenware and using them on a daily basis is a form of luxury. Do you know there are actually people who just wish they had access to forks, spoons, chinaware, and all that? So if you have the privilege to even use them and use them on a daily basis, to me, that's luxury. that's it for this episode. If you think that there are other ways in which you can incorporate luxury into your daily life, please state them on the comment section below. So this was part A of this episode. I have part B, whereby I will share other ways in which you can incorporate luxury into your daily life. I didn't want the video to be so lengthy, and that is why I had to divide it into second section. So please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, as well as share the video with your friends or any other people that you think might find this kind of videos useful. So stay tuned and wait for part B, okay? It's coming up soon. It was an absolute pleasure to share this video, and see you on my next episode. Bye.